If you want to help support our channel, head over to Patreon and become a VIP member today. Oh boy, we are back again for another episode of the Guns and Radio podcast. Woohoo!
Oh, you sure are, man. Was this 346? I gotta put a note in here somewhere.
Yeah.
It is. Oh, I was right. Oh my goodness. We're actually getting these right for once now.
I know,
We're on a
right?
roll.
Yeah, for now. What did we count last week? We were something like 20-something away from the next 69 episode.
This is 20, 44. Last week was 344. 64 would have been 25 weeks. Now we're 24 weeks away.
That's right. 24 weeks away. Time to start doing the hype.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, I know we've planned it so well.
It's 369, and that damn girl
fine.
do be fine.
That's going to be the song.
I think we should. I think we should at least do like a music video watch along for that.
Get low, hey. Oh,
One of the greatest songs ever, the most hype anthems of the 2000s.
High to the window, to the wall, until the sweat drops down my balls. I said,
balls.
all you bitches cross.
Better crawl.
Oh, a ski. I got down.
Motherfucker. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'm just vibing right now, bro. What if Frank Sinatra sang that song?
I know, right? See, there we go. We already...
Paul Anka kind of did. We just called it "Put Your Head on My Shoulder." So.
Oh yeah, you know, same thing.
Which is, I guess, like back then a euphemism for like, you know, suck a fly penis. You know.
What?
I don't know. I always joke about that because it's just like, you know, put your head on my shoulder, and then, you know, it goes lower, and then, oh look, now you're getting a blowjob.
Huh.
There, honey, cry your problems, but also put my cock in your mouth.
Wow.
Your problems are great, but my problems are more necessary. That's the 50s mentality right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Chris Caputo's relationship counseling. Come on down.
No, that's your thing.
I'm the lowest. Well, I saw a skit the other day, and it was like, I'm the lowest rated relationship counselor on Yelp, and that's because I don't just always agree with a woman. I thought that was funny.
My husband doesn't play me sexually anymore. Are you the problem, ma'am?
Well, what are you doing about it? You learning anything new?
Yeah. Study the prawn. It helps.
Practice anything long enough, you're bound to get okay at it, right?
Yeah, I mean, they do say practice makes perfect. That does include, you know, oral techniques. It's not just about brushing your teeth Oral-B style,
but that helps if you do brush your teeth.
Yeah.
I had a buddy of mine, had a very pretty wife, but she just didn't brush her teeth. Yeah.
Was she one of them teeth to fall out?
I don't know, but they were like, she'd smile at you and be like, ugh.
Well, yeah, it'd just be all tonsil, no bite on that. You know, be sure.
No. She had teeth. They just looked.
I gotta do it.
Anyway, folks, today on the show, we're going to be listening to Lost Inside the Girl. We got a little gamey game for Caputo here to play.
Yeah.
That I think you guys are going to enjoy. And a little bit of GNR talk. There's been some news break in the time in which we're recording this. So,
yeah.
I mean, we're going to have a show one way or the other, folks. So, for the 346th time ever of all time, welcome to the Guns and Radio podcast.
Listen, motherfuckers, to the show that should be heard. Download on your smartphone the show that you deserve. Streaming fucking bullshit, you know that's what we are. Podcast full of madness, isn't that absurd?
It still boggles my mind that I managed to find a clip of Franz rolling his own cigarette.
Good clips.
Just mid-podcast. And then, like, I've seen him smoking during it, but they don't look like hand-rolled, shitty-looking cigarettes. It's like, this guy has some...
that in high school for, like, a week.
Oh, yeah. Well, this dude's got his technique down and everything, man. He knows what he's doing.
He does. That man does not fuck around with the tobacco.
Oh, well, no man should. One way or the other. If you're going to do it right. But if you probably shouldn't do it,
Wacky, as they say.
I wouldn't recommend it. It's a hard thing to cut.
Oh, that especially.
Yeah, and you gotta sometimes, or you'll, I don't know, probably die or something. I don't know. Who knows, right?
I mean, speaking of the 50s, they used to say, "Oh yeah, that's the healthiest thing ever to do."
I know, right? Isn't that wild? Like
Put a cigarette and please your husband at the same time.
put your head on his shoulder. All right, Joan. Now that's enough of your lady problems. It's time that we talk serious for a minute.
Here's
Oh
one
man,
back of Marlboro. Sorry, that.
yeah, because they used to advertise that cigarettes would keep you slim.
Oh, smoke a Virginia Slim and use Ice Slim.
I know, right? And just think of how many women that probably fell for that.
Oh, too many. Where their husbands were just like, "You're gonna do it, you bitch. You're gonna like it," you know.
Yeah. Marriage worked a little differently in the 50s.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, like back then, I guess like women in the workforce was like, yeah, probably a little bit there. It wasn't as much as equally as it is now.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you, the other day I met I have a friend of mine. I'm not going to say his name or where I know him from. Because only if he listens to this, only he'll know it's him if I go that route. But I found out one of my buddies and his wife have twin beds.
Ah.
And I've been giving them shit ever since. Like, oh,
Oh
here we
no.
go. Here go Lucy and Ricky over here. It's good. So does that make me Fred? Come on, Rick. Let's get. I think the first a little bit of trivia for you. The first TV show I think ever to show a husband and wife in bed together in the same bed on TV, I think was the Munsters, if I'm not mistaken.
Ah. Damn it. Take that, I Love Lucy.
Yeah, I guess when it's Frankenstein and fucking whatever the fuck she was.
Yeah. It's like we can't have human blood on here, but robots, no problem. Aliens are okay. They're not.
Yeah.
Real.
Yeah, man. That's wild, dude. Yeah, that's wild. Speaking of robots, I put together a little game for us to play tonight using not really AI. You remember that app FaceApp that was popular a few years ago?
Yes, yes.
Well, I looked at my phone and I still had it today. So I dusted it off and I made a little game for us that we're going to play in a little bit. But first, let's talk some GNR, man. As we're recording this, I think the first show of the 2025 tour is happening tonight in South Korea.
So May 1st, I guess with the whole time difference there, because they're playing all the way in South Korea, they're starting the longest name for a tour I've seen in a while.
And what's that?
What is it? Because what you want and what you get are two. I don't fucking remember this.
Yeah, it's a stupid name.
Stylus FM, help me out here. Hang on, 'cause I know it was on there, and I looked it up as we were doing last week's episode too. So
Alexa,
I will find that.
What's the time and date right now in South Korea?
Here's what I found. In Korea, it's 11.
Here's my reminder. It's 11.
Oh, there it is.
09 a.m.
Yes, because what you want and what you get are two completely different things to her.
That's stupid.
If that isn't a nice way of telling someone to go fuck themselves, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
That's like the equivalent of saying, Southern hospitality. It's like, oh, bless his heart or bless her heart, whatever. That's kind of the same thing, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to make a whole lot of money on a tour by just advertising that you're not going to give the fans what they want to see. So
Yeah, or just call it because it's like the 40th anniversary tour as well of this band. Just be like, 40 years, whatever.
yeah. Yeah, I don't get it. It's stupid. And they're not going to do anything different than the last tour.
They aren't, and you and I, a lot of us aren't expecting anything different. Oh, look, they played this one song they haven't played in God knows how many years. Okay, cool, thanks.
Yeah, well, we can only hope.
Yeah.
But some of this, there was a video. First off, there was a thing on Setlist FM that listed some songs that they had already sound checked.
Yeah.
And we're questioning the validity of that. And a video came out that sounded like they were sound checking Koba.
Yeah, so someone I guess was outside the arena doing it. So here it says the sound check included Coma as mentioned, Better, Yesterday's, Street of Dreams, Prostitute, Perhaps, Locomotive, and the worst cover of all time, Wichita Lineman.
Oh, are you stoked?
I'm not at all, actually. Why is that still fucking here?
Well,
Unless you're in Wichita, play fucking Wichita Lineman. But you're not.
I mean, it's not going anywhere. They said as long as Chris
Listen,
Caputo.
Incheon, South Korea is far away from Wichita, Kansas, okay? Start, clacking those boots, Dorothy. There's no place like home.
That's pretty funny. But the show hasn't happened at the time that we're recording this. That's literally all the GNR news we got is that the tour, by the time you guys are seeing this, the tour has started.
Oh, yeah, and they're well on their way. I think they're doing like Asia and stuff first right now. I'll look it up right now. Actually, we'll go through the tour dates.
Well, if something broke, something big happened while we were away on our little sabbatical here.
Yeah, so they're doing Korea, then Japan, Taiwan, Bangkok, Mumbai. They're playing in Bahrain with all the rich people there. Cool. Of course,
Nice.
Blood Money cities as well.
Of course.
And then the European leg starts May 30th. So they're going through honestly, a few other European places that don't get enough love, it seems like, honestly. Like, they're going through Georgia, which is, like, right near where, I guess, it's, like, Eastern Europe, near, like, where
That's
Russia
in Europe?
and Ukraine are. Yeah. It's a very small, like, annex part of, like, it used to be, I think, a part of Russia, and then they sort of got their independence, like, many years ago, I believe. I could be wrong. Someone can give me
I always thought it
history
was in
of,
like Egypt. Alexa, where is Georgia, the country?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, Georgia is located on the east coast of the Black Sea, between Russia, Azerbaijan, Armenia, and Turkey, on the southern flanks of the main crest of the Greater Caucasus Mountains.
So that's in the Middle East.
Oh, no, the Middle East would be like, it's like, I believe it's still part of Europe. That they've played in like European soccer championship leagues and stuff. So Georgia's technically part of Europe. It's probably right at the end there because it's right beside Russia.
Okay. Well, there you go. Learn something new every day, I guess.
Hell yeah. And they're basically just going to be in Europe all summer, it seems like, at least till, the end of July. So,
well, that's nice.
Interesting openers to have, too, which is,
Who they got?
So on some shows, you may see Public Enemy opening for them.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It's like, oh, well, we can get NWA like we wanted to, in the 90s, so we'll get Public Enemy.
Yeah, well, that's pretty cool.
Why not? Rival Sons are appearing on certain shows.
Okay.
And then they also have the Sex Pistols featuring Frank Carter.
Okay. I was about to say, I don't know how the Sex Pistols work without Sid, but I guess that's
it's
how.
just Steve Jones, Paul Cook, and Glenn Matlock. They'd have Frank Carter there, I guess, another member. They used to have
And those are the ones that like are alive right now?
Yeah, I guess like Johnny Rodden's not showing up, so
well, who can blame him?
Yeah.
He got his money.
True. Very true. So they don't release music, they just play whatever, on festivals and stuff. That's still cool.
So they're like the touring band and not the real band, like
mostly like the original members, yeah. But they just tour. That's it.
Like a lot of older bands have touring, like Foreigner has a touring band, but that's none of the people in the touring band.
Yeah, there's no original members, I think. And Foreigner's been on their last tour or their retirement tour for like last 5 years. So who knows when that's gonna end?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I did get a little memento from the farewell tour, so I'm glad I attended that.
Nice.
But yeah, man, that's of course if something interesting happens during the time that we're away, you can go to our Discord and we'll be posting articles and things like that. We're only going to be away for a week, though. We're just we're taking a week off because my parents are coming to my house for the weekend. my dad really wants to help me with a project, so I was trying to get it done before he got here so we could just chill and hang out.
Yeah.
And yeah, let me show you what happened.
Ooh.
So he was going to help me get my dryer, which broke, out of the basement, and that's the basement door. All right. So I was like, you know what? I'll surprise the old man. I'll get it done first before he gets here. And let me show you exactly how far I got. Right there. And now it's stuck. And I can't get it back down. So I guess it's going to be helpful to have an extra pair of hands to get that son of a bitch out of there. Yeah.
Oh man, it's like, when like as a kid, your parents are like, oh, can you help bring this to the door, or whatever? And it's like you bring it right to the door. It's like, oh, I just had to bring it in. Like, no, you said to bring it to the door.
Yeah.
Wording is the key. Okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
Damn it, folks. Get it right. Yeah.
So, because of their visit, we're taping this week's show in advance. But like I said, if anything breaks or anything happens on this tour that's just absolutely noteworthy, of course, we'll be talking about it in our Discord. And you can get your free invite into our Discord at gunsandradio.com. So, yeah, go check that out. Before we move on and play this game, I showed you this before we went on air. I'm going to show it on air. Brian Pillman Jr. looks stupid.
Yeah, that facial hair, I don't know if that's actually real or just like drawn on with like a very awful Sharpie.
I think it's airbrushed. It looks airbrushed. He looks like a fucking moron.
Bro, he's like the whitest Persian man I've ever seen.
And there's a good chance that somebody watching this, I'm only like, I'm 1 degree of separation away from that guy. So there's a good chance somebody watching this knows us both and is going to send him this. Well, I don't care, bro. Look, man, I liked you in Memphis. I thought you were cool in real life. I think you're a real cool, nice dude. I think you do your daddy proud with your wrestling and everything, man. I think if he were here, he'd be very proud of you, bro. And I mean that. I really do. But, bro, you look fucking stupid. Wipe that shit off your face.
Oh, Frank.
I don't even care if it's a fucking gimmick.
Yeah,
it's a stupid gimmick. Can you imagine a world champion in WWE holds up the belt to his face, kisses the belt, and then his beard smudges the shine? Fucking moron. Reminds me of, you remember when Sheamus came back that one time and he had like his beard and braids and he had a mohawk and shit, and everybody started chanting, "You look stupid." Oh man, that's one of my favorite WWE memories. You look stupid.
I was gonna say that's like a Raw after Mania, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
I think it may have been.
Yeah, but it was funny. Got over, then and everybody started chanting, "You look stupid." Yeah, well, anyway, just want to point that out. Brian Pillman Jr. looks stupid.
I think his barber. Oh, now in WWE he goes by what, Lexus King or something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, that's also stupid.
Yeah,
Brian Pillman Jr.
He's basically a white man cosplaying as a Persian with that beard fade, bro. All he needs is a white BMW and like a shit ton of cologne, and he's pulled it off.
$1 billion in oil money.
Yeah. No. That's if he was playing, like the Sheikh, whatever, Abdullah Muhammad, whatever, the Saudi people there.
Oh, yeah, they're all like billionaires over there.
Yeah, that pay, the $100 million to have their little logo in the fucking corner.
Why don't we invade them? Shit, we invade all these poor countries. Let's invade them and get some fucking money.
Yeah, well, what's the point? They're going to be bankrupt in like 25 years anyway, so.
Oh, good. I hope so.
Well, trust me, like those places like that, when the oil dries up, guess what? The wallet dries up too.
The oil better not dry up, or we're going to have worse problems than that. Man, it's going to be a shitty time. You have to buy your Teslas from a Nazi just to be able to drive.
Oh yeah, enjoy 2024's most recalled truck of the year.
Yeah, I'm digging that.
Yeah, I totally want to drive a car that reminds me of the PlayStation 1.
I love seeing people set them on fire and protest. I'm happy
Yeah.
to see people protesting. Other people are mad about it, but not me. I'm giddy about it. It's like, good, we're going to finally take them back eventually.
Yeah.
People are getting mad, and it's about time. It took so long for people to get mad, and now they're finally getting fucking mad. And
Uprising.
yeah, I know, it's a wonderful thing. People's going to hate on me for saying that, but it is. Sorry that I feel that way. It's all your fault for making me. Let's see here. Well, the name of the song that we're going to be reviewing in just a few minutes is called Lost Inside the Girl. So I'll tell you, if you remember a few years ago, there was a app called FaceApp that came around that could turn you into a girl if you were just that curious. I remember mine, and she was hot when I put my picture in there. Was like, damn, I'm pretty hot as a chick. Well, I did the same with a few rock stars to make a brand new game and another shitty PowerPoint for my buddy Caputo here to play. And the name of this the name of this game is Who That Dude Is that Dustin made look like a lady person.
Oh gosh.
And let me tell you how this game is played. I'm going to show Chris a picture of a lady person that's not really a lady person, and he's got to guess who that dude is that I made look like a lady person. And if you guys are watching in the chat, if you're watching the premiere, or if you're, tuning into this video and you want to play along in the comments, then by all means, go right ahead. This is pretty fun. But let's take a look at our first lady person. This is this one.
Ooh. Why does it kind of look like Michael Starr a little bit?
I thought it looked like that one chick from Dateline.
Really?
From one of those news shows. She looks like
Really
like
looks
Rachel
like Satchel, also from Steel Panther, because I mean they both have the same.
I tell you, first off, this is a hot chick, definitely. But if you gave her glasses with that face structure and you cut her hair real short, it looked like Rachel Maddow.
Yeah, I guess so.
In just the face.
I guess definitely could.
Do you have a guess?
I'm also leaning Steven Tyler.
You're thinking the lady person is Steven Tyler?
I could be, yeah. I'm gonna go Steven Tyler. I'm probably wrong, but I'm leaning towards that.
Well, you were very, very close. It is not Steven Tyler, but it is Joe Perry.
Ah, okay. Same band, different guy.
Yeah, man, you're really close. This one should be an easy one.
Oh, that's Bret Michaels, brother.
Yeah, you're right.
Bret Michaels, brackets with wig.
Yeah, you're right. But I mean, hell, we've seen Bret look enough like a lady person throughout his career.
I watched too many scenes of Rock of Love.
Yeah. Now I've only got 6 of these, so this next one I think is also fairly easy.
Oh, Alice Cooper?
Yeah, I think the teeth on that one's a dead giveaway.
I'm a vampire, Hollywood vampire. Johnny Depp.
I'm really tall for like this right here. Yeah, people got big teeth. It's all right, right here. That's also my Steve Harvey impression. All right, everybody, we're going to do the film to shoot that Steve Harvey.
How dare you say these darn things?
All right, let's see the next one. All right, this one's a little bit more difficult.
Oh, look, it's WWE Hall of Famer Sonny.
Yeah, they're not all attractive. They're not all pretty girls.
It also really reminds me of like Dave Mustaine from Megadeth for some reason.
I'll tell you what it looks like. It looks like that old lady you see jogging at noon when you take off work early or something. And you know what I mean?
Kind of, yeah.
You know the type. She looks like the kind of chick that you pick up at the bar and then wake up questioning your whole life, everything in your life that led you to that bar that day.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think? You got a final guess? Who is this lady person?
I'm just going to go Dave Mustaine from Megadeth. I'm probably wrong, but that's where
Dave Mustaine. I can honestly see the Dave Mustaine in there, but it's actually Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden.
Ah, okay. So, because I was going the metal route, so.
And you know what? You take these two together, and they look like it's like an old couple that you meet at the campground that are camping in their RV right next to your campsite. I want to know if you want to come over and share their fire pit.
Honestly, it's pretty good accurate representation there. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, better than WWE Hall of Famer Sonny in that one porno.
She voted.
Oh, goodness. Yeah.
All right.
The most disturbing
Here's our
thing
next one.
All right.
This one looks like Christina Ricci.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like an actress or something.
Kind of looks like an older Christina Ricci. No, she looks like one of those nameless actresses that everybody forgets that's only ever been on soap operas and shit like Days of Our Lives.
Yeah. Oh, this face.
Generic hot girl with medium acting ability. That's what soap operas cast girls, man. Their looks is a 10 and their acting is a 4. And they bring them in.
You want to get in this business, honey?
Yeah.
This is where you start.
Well, anyway, what are you thinking? What are you thinking on this one? Of course, this is a dude.
Yeah, I think I have an idea, but like the name is like escaping like my. Oh man. It looks like someone, but I can't.
I will say she definitely looks like the dude. I kind of thought this one was going to be an easy one.
It kind of looks like Lars from Metallica.
You think it's Lars from Metallica?
I'm gonna go Lars because that's the first thing I'm thinking of. I'm probably wrong, but
it is.
Lars there we go. Because like it was coming to me, I'm like, wait a minute, I know this bastard's face. Yes, famous angry short Danish troll midget Lars Ulrich.
Yeah, that's the one. All right, and this is the last one, by the way.
Nia Jax?
Oh, it does look like Nia Jax. I'm not like most girls.
Oh man, it's got the chin there. I'm like, ooh, God, is that the crimson chin from Fairly Odd Parents?
Yeah, they kept her doodly chin.
I was gonna say this pouty face looks definitely more like Dave Mustaine.
I kind of can see that. Yeah. This is the last one, by the way.
Look at his face.
See?
Groucho Marx pulled the cigar. Oh man.
That is called a transatlantic accent, and it never actually existed in real life. The reason that people talked like that back then is because the radio microphones would pick you up better and made you easier to understand. Mm-hmm. If you had this kind of voice, then people can understand you on the radio better. For the shitty microphones they had back then. So that's where that voice comes from.
Oh, this is tough. I'm like, who the fuck has a pouty ass face like that?
Well, one dude does.
Yeah, I know we mentioned Dave Mustaine, but I don't think that's him. Since this is a Guns N' Roses podcast, let's just go with Axl Rose.
Axl Rose? It's not Axl Rose. I didn't do any GNR members this time.
Ah, shit.
But
I thought you were going to throw me a bone for the last one. Come on, man.
Nah, this one's, well, I kind of did. They're GNR adjacent. I threw you 2 bones with Alice Cooper and Bret Michaels.
That's true. That's fair enough.
They can't all be easy.
No, now I see it. Scott Weiland.
No, it's not Scott Weiland. It is Angus Young.
Ah, dang it. See, it's good. It hides all the wrinkles, man.
I'm telling you, man. These rock stars, they got to get up on the Maybelline, I guess.
I was going to say, yeah, if they usually have a pouty face, they're probably Australian.
Potentially. But
what do you got to do to get a showy around here?
That was... Who that dude is that Dustin made look like a lady person. So we hope you enjoyed that as much as we did.
I think it was pretty fun.
A fun little game, but we're going to go ahead. We're going to get into the song of the day Because you told me it was a pretty long song.
It is about 6.5 minutes. I think it's like the longest song on this album.
Jesus Christ. Well, I hope it's worth it. Let's find out.
Do it.
Oh man, it's a slow song. Oh well. We'll go in with a positive attitude. I was just hoping for something fun.
I close my eyes and I pretend I slip away and I am next to her.
It reminds me of The Cure.
A little bit, but The Cure sounds more depressing.
Yeah, so does this. This has those deep vocals like The Cure and Him.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. Him is like, it has more like a punk edge. Him. Maybe the guitars just sound different, I think, in their discography.
Yeah.
If for a moment I will rest assured, across the miles she seems so far, but in my mind I feel her beating hearts.
I feel like if Him did cover this, it would fit well within their discography.
It could, honestly. It could add some like of their own kind of sheen and polish to it, you know? Why not? If Him was still a band, I mean, Billy Follow went solo, so he could still do this shit. I think he just still does solo stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, he's still going solo. Yeah, Him did a farewell tour and everything, man. I kind of hated that I missed it, but they didn't come close to me.
Yeah.
Except Chicago.
Oh, they actually did like American dates? Oh, they're just like we're doing Europe.
No, I think they played like 4 or 5 American dates, and I think one of them was Chicago. They're very limited, I think. But I remember, I swear I remember them playing in America. It might not have been on the farewell tour. It might have been on the one before that or something like that, maybe. But yeah, they came and played, and I didn't go. And then next thing I know, they're done, and I'm like, well, shit. There's one band I'll never get to see. I mean, I like their music. Don't get me wrong. Like I like Razor Blade Romance. That was a good one.
Yeah, it was their first album, I think. Or no, the second album, actually.
Yeah, Deep Shadows and Brilliant Highlights was a good album. Hell, even Love Metal was pretty good. And what was the one that everybody jumped on the Him bandwagon for?
It was probably Razor Blade Romance, because that was what Join Me in Death. And like Bam Margera put that in like.
Oh yeah. That was big,
videos.
but no. It went mainstream. Like I'm talking about, they were playing Him on the radio. Darklight. When they played Wings of a Butterfly and Vampire Heart and shit like that. That's about the time it went mainstream. But it's weird to think about how long ago that was.
It is, damn. Yeah, they've been broken up for at least 10 years, I think.
Oh wow. Yeah, that makes sense.
The project just ended. They're like, I think I remember reading about it. Like they just had nothing else to like do. It's like, oh, taking this as far as we can. So that's it.
Well, isn't that about what Sum 41 said? Then I guess you better milk it.
Yeah, exactly. Why not?
I mean, what's the harm in shit. That's what Guns N' Roses is doing right now.
Yeah, we're milking touring, the tour life, bro. It's been almost 10 years now.
Almost 2017. So.
Well, 2016 is when the whole reunion thing happened. So next year will be 10 years.
Well, 2017. Oh, that Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, so we're talking about from when Slash and Duff rejoined the band in 2016.
Yeah, it'll be 10 years next year. We'll have to do an anniversary show on April Fool's Day next year.
Oh yeah, if we can find any sort of full-length recording or something of any of the shows.
I really want that goddamn Troubadour show.
Yeah, that, or if there's any sort of full thing of when they played Coachella that year.
There's got to be something.
I know they released clips of it on the Coachella YouTube. I know we saw clips of it when they were performing both weekends, but that's really it.
Yeah. Well, If you're gonna play something like Coachella, you should have to stream your shit like everybody else.
Oh yeah, a lot of these artists now do it. Like major festivals like that, they have the money and the backing to do such things like that.
Yeah, I watched the Misfits at Coachella this year. That's the only performance I sat through the whole thing for. And I had to cap that shit because I can't find it anywhere. So I'm glad I recorded it. But I can't find that anywhere right now. But it was not a bad show. I mean, if you like the Misfits,
Woo woo.
hell yeah, man. Action. Before Slash begins to slash, let's talk about what we just heard for just a second. I don't get why everybody hates on Myles, man. Like, he has a voice right here that's just like,
it's not
nailing
bad.
it.
I mean, I didn't really. I was like, wait a minute, is this actually Myles? When I heard like the first verse, then you hear the chorus, I'm like, yeah, no, this kind of sounds like him.
Yeah, that's him. That's your
That
boy.
is him. All right, sweet. I would hope so, unless they replaced him with another conspirator. It's Slash featuring Todd Kearns and the rest of the guys that no one knows.
No. What they'll do is they'll get Sebastian Bach or somebody to replace Myles, and then they'll still call it Slash featuring Myles Kennedy and the Conspirators. Except it's a different singer. That'd be funny to me. I mean, this is good. It's just mellow. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like a weird kind of like mellowed out-ish like ballad. I don't know, I wouldn't say that's more of a ballad, but it's just very, I guess more, you're like you said, more mellowed out. Still rock, still very much in that vein. It's not, a cheesy fucking love song. A little bit, but not much.
Well, I'll tell you
judging by the lyrics.
Mellow music is not bad, but I have to do a little something to put me in the mood to listen to mellow music. Just give me just a second here.
I think I do know what's going on here. Allegedly.
Nothing.
There we are.
All right.
I'm just gonna start playing Bob Marley though.
Good man. All right, let's see if this helps.
What can I do to get her close to me? She's the only cure for my disease. Infatuation storm.
I don't think of Slash though when I hear this, but I don't hate it.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean,
I feel like it's
definitely worse. I think it's like right in the middle right now, at least.
This sounds more like a Shinedown song.
A little bit. I think it just sounds like rock at the time. This was released, 2018? It kind of sounds like mid to late 2010s, whatever was on rock radio then.
Oh, was it? I didn't realize.
Yeah, this is the third Conspirators album.
That's wild to think how long that's been a thing.
But, yeah, and they released the fourth, and now apparently we're getting a fifth one. I don't know, this year or next year.
Sounds good to me. I like their shit. I just kind of hope this one. Yeah. I don't know if I want it to sound different or if I like that it sounds the same, but I don't like when every song on the record sounds the same, like this one or even parts of World on Fire.
Mm-hmm. Well, World on Fire, I think, was much more like consistent, at least. I'll defend that album. So
I don't hate it. I just don't think it's as good as Apocalyptic Love by a long shot.
Mm-hmm. Or I can see reasons why. You know, I can definitely see from both ends of the sides there.
Yeah.
My heart is slowly breaking me. I fall apart. What can I do? I always fall so hard. And I feel that I'm lost inside the girl. When I close my eyes, I'm lost to find the words. Love revealed, she's a diamond, she's a pearl. She's a red light that shine all around the world. Got lost inside the girl.
Sounds like a stripper.
Possibly. I mean, I really we reviewed Slash and Conspirators songs that like definitely talk about strippers. You know, Dirty Girl.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's
That's
actually a
definitely
good song.
a stripper song right there. Like that's a song a stripper could dance to. Honestly,
Yeah.
ladies, take it easy with the Def Leppard. Look at some of the stuff not from the 80s.
I know, right? You can tell when you're there, like which one of the chicks are actually rock fans by their selection of songs. Like some of them will pick the standards, or they'll just do rap music all night. But then you'll get somebody that'll come out to something like some Coheed and Cambria, and then they got their shit down.
Well, as long as they're not dancing to butt rock, then you know.
I seen a girl dance to what was the name of the song? Listen well, will you marry me? The Suffering by Coheed and Cambria.
Interesting choice. Okay,
It actually worked. She pulled it off.
she's into that like I guess concept album thing they've been running for the last 20 years or whatever.
Yeah, I tried to get into Coheed, but it just wasn't for me. I like that song. I like The Suffering, and I like the one everybody likes.
Welcome Home.
Yeah, that one.
I never used to know how to play that on guitar. I haven't played that shit since I was like 14 though.
Bum 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 bum.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't remember what was that on Guitar Hero or something. Is that when it got popular?
I think it was either that or Rock Band, one of the two. I think it was Rock Band 1 it was on.
Oh, well, that
One
would
or
make
it was
sense.
on I think it was on the Rock Band songs, and then it went to Guitar Hero after. Way later. But it was on one of the first two Rock Band games. I forget which one.
That's about the. I mean, that makes sense. That's about the time that those were coming out. You know,
Oh yeah.
as far as my memories with listening to the song, I don't think I've
Rhythm
actually.
game explosion, and then it literally crashed like 5 years later.
I know, right?
Well, it was just
And,
oversaturated the market. Then we had that big recession that
Yeah.
screwed everything up.
Well, Coheed and Cambria also. I don't think they've released any music in a while, have they?
I
don't
think
think-
they saw them release an album like in the last year or so.
Have they? Well, I didn't realize.
I'll look it up
I
right
know
now,
that I saw at the comic book store the other day that the Amory Wars was still going on, and I was like, well, I'm way too far behind to even try to
Yeah.
catch up on that.
They're on tour this year, actually. I think.
Well, they might be on tour, but I just don't think they're putting out as much music as they used to.
No. Whoa. Actually, no. Wait a minute. They so 2022 that album. They actually released an album this year, 2025,
Okay. Well,
and they're still continuing this damn saga.
Amory Wars.
Yeah, it was 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. They just released their 10th album this year.
Well, there you go. That's pretty interesting. You know, My Chem tried that. My Chemical Romance. They tried that, and I think they pulled it off. But all
The
like
Danger
a lot of,
Days.
well, all of them were concept.
Black
albums.
Parade definitely was a concept one. I think Danger Days was more of a lighter concept, whereas in like super sort of in your
I think
face.
it's Bring the Venom or whatever that first one fucking album was called.
Oh, if that was a concept album,
Yeah,
I did not know that.
it was a murder mystery about who killed Helena.
What, 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge?
3 Cheers. Yeah. It's a murder mystery.
Really? I gotta look this up. Okay, 'cause I didn't know
yeah,
that. I don't know. I always listen to them sort of as individual, like sort of songs, or whatever. But
So you know the song Helena, the one that goes "So Long and Good Night." that one starts out the whole story. And like in the music video, that Helena's dead, and that's her. What do you call it? A funeral speech, fucking obituary. I don't know what the fuck you call that.
Oh, you're right. It is actually. That's what Gerard Way said. It's according to him, the album can be understood as a pseudo-conceptual horror story. It details the story of a man and woman who are separated by death in a gunfight, and he goes to hell only to realize by the devil telling him that she's still alive. Devil says he can be with her again if he brings the devil the souls of 1,000 evil men, and the man agrees to do it, and so the devil hands him a gun. That was the idea behind the concept. The record ended up being much more about loss in real life than anything, so I guess it's a light concept album.
Yeah, well, there you go. And then there was Black Parade.
Black Parade was a big one. Danger Days was, to an extent, I believe, one.
I always felt like Black Parade was a concept album about several characters, all revolving around a common story.
Yeah, because it's about like one guy who's like basically on his deathbed, just recalling stories and stuff.
I don't know.
Cause that's the whole the concept was about like this one guy that was like dying from cancer, and he's just like, at least most of it seems like it's just like, and then he just ends up like the last song of the album was called Dead, so like the dude ends up dying.
No, Dead is the first song on the album.
Oh, never mind. Jeez. Oh, it's probably Famous Last Words then.
Yeah, Famous Last Words. Actually, Famous Last Words. Yeah, you're right. Famous Last Words is the last song on that album. When it comes to Danger Days, it's the story of the Killjoys.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a Mad Max style, post-apocalyptic world kind of story. Mm-hmm. And it ends with a song called Vampire Money, which takes place after the story, but they tacked it on at the end anyway, because at the time, Twilight and shit was really big, and they were pissed off that they were always going to be associated with the fucking emo kids and the vampires, and that wasn't what they wanted when they made the Black Parade, because all that emo shit went popular like right after it, independently of them. And then Twilight and all that other shit. So the song Vampire Money is basically them saying, yeah, we'll take your fucking money. Here's a song about vampires and shit, so give me some of that vampire money.
Yeah, Twilight, bitch. Paramore did it, so we can do it too.
Hell yeah. I'm going to tell you something, and it's a hot take, and you're going to have to stay with me on this. But you know who I think would make a killer cover of this the more I listen to it?
Who do you got?
Chris Stapleton.
Maybe. Put some country twang on it and shit.
Yeah. I think with a little bit of countryness, a little bit of twang.
Yeah.
I think you might have yourself a hell of a country song here.
Yeah, I think so too. At least lyrically, yeah. I'm lost inside the girl. I close my eyes to find the words.
Yeah, see, man, it's not hard to imagine, is it?
Love reveals she's a diamond, she's a pearl.
I think this would be killer. I think
it's
would be a killer.
Yeah, if you just like, you don't have to make it like a honky tonk, like super like fast paced one. You can slow down the tempo a bit.
Oh no! It's definitely a slow country song.
Yeah, you can do a nice slow country song with like some, some violins and stuff in the back.
A little acoustic guitar instead of electric.
Maybe put like a steel guitar in there too.
Hell, maybe even keep the Slash riff and feature Slash.
Hell yeah, why not?
There you go. See,
that'd be a killer collab.
We just made you guys some money. It's right here on the table, ready for you to come take it.
Chris Stapleton, another country hit.
There you go. You see us? We're just. You know what we do for these guys? We print money for these guys, and then we just leave it over here on the table for them. Come get it anytime
and they
you
just
want.
Tell us to fuck off.
Yeah, and then they walk by and leave it. It's a shame.
Shame.
I guess there ain't no rest for the righteous.
Yep, or the wicked.
Man, that's a hell of a solo.
That was a great slash solo.
He's just going. Man,
Let him roll with it.
Yeah, he's still going.
It's got a good ebb and flow.
It does. I'm here for it.
Man, that's a very underrated slash solo, honestly. I'm going to say that right now. Hot take.
Yeah,
that's a very
dude,
underrated
that was-
slash solo. This is good stuff.
Hell, that could have been its own, like, dude, you wouldn't have even had to add that much to it. Loop that and do it again.
That's it.
And some kind of interlude at the front, an intro at the beginning, and a closing at the end, and boom, you got a whole brand new solo section for Slash that can be played independently of this. You know what I'm going to do? Whatever my final grade is, I'm giving it 2 extra points for that.
I'm giving it at least 1 extra star now because of that solo. That's some good shit.
Yeah, you're getting some pointage there, Slash. That was a hell of a solo. Frozen almost inside of a ice cube of a song that you have to kind of chisel through to get to.
Yeah. But
think
it's
we
cool
made-
because it kind of picked up the tempo a bit of the song too as well. You can tell the drums are going a little faster. So they upped it up a little bit. Which is cool.
Oh yeah, dude, I was completely bored with this song before.
We were
before
like,
that.
it's okay, whatever. Now it was like, for me, it would have probably been originally like a 2 at most, maybe even a bit less. But now it's going to like 3.5 probably.
Yeah, it's added some points here, and for me as well. Hell of a solo.
Shines so bright, but my obsession is the darkest kind. She doesn't even know that I'm alive.
I feel like the tempo has shifted all the way back down to where we were when we started. But since I was brought in to this next section with that killer solo, I'm actually here for it this time.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that. We're in a very similar boat, I think, on this song right now.
Yeah.
And I feel that I'm lost inside the girl. When I close
And we've heard this, so I can talk over it for a second.
Yeah.
And then the chorus pops. You know, we just went way up a roller coaster hill, took a big fall down. We took a
We're
little
kind of
climb.
back in the media now.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm here for it. I think it took what existed and actually enhanced it.
No, 100%. Little outro maybe or something?
Yeah, looks like it.
An outro riff.
I think we're gonna have a pretty long outro.
I'm running out of lyrics here, so.
Man, who says Myles Kennedy?
Not that high note there at the end. I dig it. Lost inside the girl.
That's right. There it is. It's in the rear view mirror. We're going to rate that song in just a moment and give our final thoughts. But before we do, Chris, why don't you read some of the lyrics and let's see if we can flesh out if there is a storyline here. Let's get that all good and fleshed out.
I'll kick off from the first verse here. So it goes, I close my eyes and I pretend I slip away lying next to her. And for a moment I will rest ashore. I cross the mile, she seems so far, but in my mind I feel her beating heart. And for a moment we are not apart. The chorus, and I feel that I'm lost inside the girl when I close my eyes almost to find the words. Love revealed she's a diamond, she's a pearl, she's a revved high shot all around the world. God, I'm lost inside the girl. So I guess it's like a weird, like, semi-pseudo affectionate song. I guess this is what Slash feels like when he falls in love.
Oh, there you go.
You know, Slash has feelings. Oh my god, no, not my guitar gods.
Oh no, Slash is a robot.
Oh no, Gunter Slash. He can feel the need to love.
This is about Mrs. Slash.
Oh,
Mrs. Slash
maybe
never gets
former
old.
Mrs. Slash.
I don't know, dude. I think Mrs. Slash is like Mrs. Claus. Santa looks the same in every movie, but there's a different woman calling herself Mrs. Claus. Slash looks the same in every decade, but there's a different woman calling herself Mrs. Slash.
Well, he's not married to the current Mrs. Slash, so I think he learned his lesson.
Good man. Yeah, it only took me, 12 or 13 fuck ups.
It took him 2 divorces, actually.
Oh, that's good.
So his third time, I guess, was the charm, but he's like, let's just not put a ring on it. Not yet, at least. But you'll be there filming videos on your Instagram, honey, Make me look good on your Instagram. I never check it. I just post, pictures of snakes and titties. That's it. But I still really...
Yeah, I had to unfollow Slash on Instagram. Afraid I was going to be scrolling one day and he'd get me in trouble at work.
I was going to say, that's like his only thing of like social media now. Now that he's gotten hacked too many times on the site formerly known as Twitter.
No, there you go. I left for a similar reason. Anyway, Lost Inside the Girl, man. Let's talk about it. You want to go first? Or you want me
I
to
will
go
take the reins on this one.
All right, you take the reins. Tell us what you thought about Lost Inside.
I guess it's like a sort of Slash-esque kind of like slower, mellow ballad-ish, I guess, lyrically wise. He's definitely talking about, a woman in the song doesn't, whoever, I guess his lady was around then. I don't know. But it's not bad. I mean, like, it's a bit of, at first, it kind of is a bit of, a little too slow, I feel like. But it does kind of lead into this really great underrated Slash solo, which are just like, I think is like, whoa, like my mind was just like, I did not see that coming, and I was all for it, I think like you probably could like shave some time off this song to get to that solo a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
But like I think once you hit that solo, you're like, oh, I don't care. The song could be as long as it wants. I'm already happy now. In saying that though, when I listen to this more often, maybe a little bit here, a little bit there. It's probably already on a playlist of mine already, but still. I think it was solid 3.5 out of 5. It's not bad. It's mostly getting points for the solo though. So.
Yeah, that's the same boat I'm in. Before the solo came along, I was just completely bored of this song. And then when the solo did come in, it sparked my interest again. And I was there for it. It reminded me a lot, I think I said earlier, it reminded me a lot of The Cure and him. But I like those bands, so I'm okay with that. It definitely had that kind of Finnish sound to it, like the 69 Eyes and him and some of the bands that came in their circles and stuff like that. And then, like I said, the thing about Chris Stapleton, I think we got a hell of a country song here if it was applied otherwise.
100%.
The solo was great. The outro was even good. I enjoyed all of that, but it just took way too long to get there for me. So I was originally going to give this a 1, but I'm going to add 2 for the solo and the outro. So I'm going to give this a solid 3. But will I listen to it again? I doubt it. But I'll say the solo was really good. I probably won't listen to it again. But, it's a 3. If you like it, check it out.
You like it.
Good mid-tier song.
If you like it, you like it, okay?
Yep, those are our thoughts. But what did you think? Let us know in the comment section below if you're watching on YouTube. For everybody else, head over to gunsandradio.com and get your free invite into our Discord and continue the conversation on Lost Inside the Girl. And, of course, the ongoing Guns N' Roses tour. We'll be keeping you updated on news.
One way or another. Especially in that Discord, we'll be seeing some people posting the news and stuff. So you definitely want to be there to sort of get, breaking news on that stuff. Because, our good fine folks there in the Discord will be on that for you. So
And we do have good, fine folks over there. So we'll be back live once again on Tuesday, May 13th. For you guys watching on YouTube, that is next week. And shall we spin the wheel and see what song we're going to be listening to when we go live again?
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a Tuesday the 13th special.
Woohoo! Let's see if we get. Let's see what we can make a gif of Jason Voorhees dance to. I really want that to happen.
Welcome to Camp Crystal Lake. We got fun and games.
No more heroes or slash.
No more heroes. Slash.
No more heroes. I believe this is
World on Fire, right?
No, this is Apocalyptic Love.
Oh, it's Apocalyptic Love. I didn't realize it went all that way back.
Yeah.
How about yeah?
This is from Apocalyptic Love.
It's a really good song, man, and yeah, I'm looking forward to reviewing this one. I know this one.
I don't think I've heard this one in a while, man.
So. I haven't heard it in a while, but oh wow, man, how accurate is it for today's world, though? If you know, you know, right?
Don't meet your heroes in person. Well, at least most of them. Some of them. Not all of them, but some of them.
You can meet some of them. You can meet, just not us. We're not the ones.
I mean, me, I'll be all right with you, but it's like, yeah, you want my autograph? Here, fuck off.
No, I'll sign whatever you want, but I'm a grouchy old man in real life. Just understand that.
Fuck you, kid.
No, I would do that, but I would probably be like, hey, how's it going? Yeah, man. All right, leave me alone. Let me get back to my life. Yeah. Anyways,
guys.
Checking that out.
Episode number 347 next Tuesday here. We will be live, so yes. Join us for that. No More Heroes. Also a video game, by the way. I just remember that.
Oh, there's a video game?
There's a video game called No More Heroes. It's like a exclusive to Nintendo thing.
Oh, well. Well, it's going to be a podcast too next week right here on our YouTube channel. Go ahead and click subscribe and ring that bell icon so you can be notified anytime we get new episodes, even when we go live, like we'll be doing on Tuesday. So until then, I'm Dustin Bonez.
And I'm Chris Caputo. See you guys next week here. Another edition of the Guns of Rio podcast and more slash.